Good morning. I'm just gonna get right into it. Still working on these events where people come to your inn and have special needs, like a group of Dungeons and Dragons players. I made some updates this weekend, and I'm hoping that I'm almost done with it, because it's working pretty well. I'm just going to test it right here. So they show up at 11, which I want to make them show up earlier, because it takes them so much time to get to the inn from the spawn point that by the time they hit the front desk it's noon and all guests should be checked out already. Okay, so when you check in 2 guests of a group, the first thing what they want to do is they want to do the thing they came to do. So they came to do this, this role-playing game. And they do it for like 5 hours. And they even put on these fun hats. So I might want to juice up the look of this. This hat was super temporary. I just wanted to see if I can get use that item spawning system that I made a couple weeks ago, so that anyone who sits in these chairs puts on the costume. Excuse me. So I want to make different kinds of hats that people would wear while role-playing, and then I want to make the table look really cool. So that is some visual juice that I want to do. I have not done that in a while. I haven't done modeling on stream in a little bit. And also, maybe I should put in some collisions for these chairs. I didn't want to make it... right now, it's not like you just need a table and chairs. You actually need this specific table and chairs. It's its own special item. It's called a role-playing table. And I don't love it. I would have preferred to just have any generic table and chairs, but if I have other guests and they want to eat, I don't want these guys to just use up the table. And I didn't want to have to make a whole spawning system for spawning the decoration on the table, blocking all the chairs so nobody else can sit here and eat. It's just a lot of cascading dependencies that I did not want to do. So I'm just gonna keep it at this special chair, this special table you need, and that's it. And this has been bothering me. I'm gonna fix this right now. It's just not enough space. Wednesday 24/2 summer. Okay. So Wednesday 24/2 sum. Too long. How much space do I actually need? Well, I could say overflow. Oh no, I could say auto size. There we go. But I also want to give it a little more space. I need to design a nice one of these. Every game seems to have a really nice time indicator, and mine is pretty lame. I have Not really thought about fun, different UI yet. You know what? It's actually really cold in here. I have a fan going and I don't need it anymore. It's fall. Hold on. All right, so let me check my list. I got a list of things. I'm just gonna hit them. Move on. All right, so figure out how hunger works. I think I kind of did that already. So the first thing they do in the morning is the thing they came to do. And they'll do it in order. Oh, okay. So if there's multiple things, so let's say it's a wedding, I want them all to sit and I want them all to like watch the wedding. And then I want them to all go eat together. So they're going to need multiple activities to do. So I'm going to implement multiple activities. Okay. So right now, let's look at it. I have a list of activities, and what I want to do is I want to check the last activity they did and then see if there's one after that and then do that one. So, and then only after they've done all the activities can they move on to do other things if there's time in the day. So, and do I want this to reset every day, or do I want it to just be throughout their entire stay? I guess that should be an option here. So, public, reset every day. So the guest. So this is all controlled by the guest. Probably not a good idea. Probably the scheduler should control it. Actually, the scheduler does control it. I just need to mark what guest has done it, or do I do? Ooh, no, I could put it here. So, oh wait, but I want this to be serializable. Oh, so annoying. I can't serialize references to scriptable objects because that's not serializable. I really wish it was, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the guest for now. So the guest tracks the group guest event that they're involved in, and whether or not and what day they succeeded last. And I guess succeeding is not, it's not really a thing anymore. I almost want instead, yeah, so private. Let's see. Activity type. Last activity. Last group activity completed. And then okay, so here's where I say what the last day was, and here I can also say the last activity was basically the last activity added to our activity list. So activity schedule. I think this is just an in order list of all the things we've done. And then we could just get the last one. Last index of. Can I do that? No. Find last. I know I could just do count -1, but I'm gonna do count -1. Alright, so wait, this is a list of activities, and then we want the activity type. Okay. So after we've completed a group activity, we mark which one we've completed. And we need the scheduler to know, hey, did they do all of their group activities or not? Okay, so here we actually do a check that I don't want to do anymore. What I actually want to do is do this check in the scheduler. So if the guest group is null, we're always going to look for a group activity and let the scheduler do the cascading dependency or the cascading priorities. Okay. All right, so when we register a group activity, what we first do is we create a bunch of nonsense. I hate all this code, but it's just where I'm at in my life. I had dirty code. So it's a collection of NPCs that are all part of a group. And what I could do is I could add a little piece of information here that's I could add the list. Well, I already have the list. I have the guest group list. So I could say last completed. I'm basically just storing the same exact thing here. Or maybe last assigned. Excuse me. Okay, last assigned activity type. So if we successfully register an entire group to an activity type. Oh, okay, that's annoying. So this just returns bool. I don't actually know what the activity type is. And since that's the case, how should I track this? I could just get it from the guest. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it private, but public variable it is. All right, so scheduling system. This is going to cause an issue if there's ever a rogue NPC that didn't catch up to the rest of the group. They like got left behind or something, but then they're still on a previous activity. They need to move on with the group. They shouldn't affect this. So I need like a special like set last activity, and then it just needs to check always if like we try to set a previous activity as the latest activity, we just ignore it. Oh wait, I don't have to do that. I could do guest group can I return? I can return an index, right? Index of So this returns an int. Yeah. Oh wait, a list of ints. No, I just want the. That's annoying. Find index. This is just one single int, but there's a start index, and we go. Okay, so we start at 0 and we go forever. And then here's the thing we match. Well, why does it want another list? A predicate. The heck's a predicate activity type? I have no idea what that means. Find last index. Last index of. Okay, here we go. This just returns a single int. And you feed it the one thing, and that's all I need. So int new activity index, and then int old activity index equals. And we give it the last assigned one. And then if new is greater than old, only then do we overwrite it. And that should keep the flow of actions safe. I don't think I need to know, excuse me, I don't think I need to know if this succeeded or not. I'll just blindly set it every time. Excuse me. And I think I want to set it every time a guest registers. Just like, hey, see if this is the latest. Hey, see if this is the latest. And if it's null, ooh, if it's null, okay. Then we just return, and if old activity is null, last assigned activity type equals null, we just set it. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but all right. Excuse me. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I posted something on TikTok this morning in an effort to drum something up. I don't know. And it wasn't game dev related. It was just a video of the crows outside my window and how much there are in the morning. And it's becoming the fastest, most popular video I've ever posted. I don't think people truly care about game devs posting their games. I see like these mega giant accounts and they get like tons of engagement, but what is engagement? Is it people really excited? I don't know. I think people really like to go on the ride of the game dev journey. I don't think they actually care about the content. All right. I need to walk away for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, back. So where were we? We are making sure that the last activity set is the latest. And where do I get that? What I do is I create a group collection. And I pass that group collection in here. So when I create this, what I actually want to do so it looks like I add the group, I add the guest to this every time, right? Let me tick through this in my brain. Okay, if it's null, make the list. If the list doesn't exist, populate the list with the first guest that shows up. If it does exist, we do not populate it. Okay, so now we cycle through all the different lists, and there's usually just one. I have it in a list function, but there should really only be one. So first, I see if the guest is part of this group, and if they are, I add them. And I probably shouldn't do that because they're going to have another activity and I don't want to add them twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a register guest in group, and it's going to pass the guest, and what it's also going to do at the same exact time and this is a dictionary, so I could technically just do that. And at the same time here, I can say the last assigned type was set last activity. And I could say guest dot last group activity completed. It knew. So every time I register a guest, I throw it in here. Now, is that what I want? Yeah, because then I'll always have a reference to every time I register a guest. So I register the guest every single time. Okay, that's good. That's good. So if this is the correct group, then register the guest. If it's not the correct group, I want to continue. I don't want to be here anymore. And then I send this to the scheduler, and the scheduler should know. So here I just do a simple contains. If the group contains this group. Okay, but what I really want to do is instead of blindly checking if it contains it, I want to make sure, I want to go in order, and I want to say first do this one, and then do this one, and then do this one. So before I run through all the activities, I just want to get the last possible activity, and I want a specific target activity. So I'm going to get all the activity types, and I'm going to, oh yes, welcome to the little biatches room, Mike Lombardo. Good morning. Thanks for joining. It's quiet this morning. I started really, really early, and you're the first to arrive. How are you? I might whisper today. I'm in a whispery mood. I couldn't wait for my morning meeting to be over, so I have competing audio at the moment. Can you actually share your screen on the meeting and just let it ride, see what happens? Or say, oh, actually, can I show you what I've been working on? And then legitimately show what you're working on, but just have my little face in the bottom corner. And don't talk about it. Don't say what it is. Just... All right. So I need a activity type, target type. So the first one can always be the target type can always be. You can always start at guest group dot activity types. It can always start at index 0. That's fine. What are we working on today? So you know, last time I worked on like all the group Dungeons and Dragons players coming to the inn, and over the weekend I got it to work pretty well. They all show up. They all play Dungeons and Dragons for like 5 hours, and then they go about the rest of their day with whatever time's left. And what I want to do now is I just want to implement a system where I can have more than one special activity that they want to do. So when I eventually do have a wedding, then there'll be 2 activities or 3 activities. There'll be like go sit and watch wedding. Then there'll be go eat dinner at table, you know, reception, and then they'll go dance on dance floor. And it'll just be like this thing, which is now making me think that maybe I need one list of required activities that go in order, and once that list is done, there's a list of activities that they can do at random. So I'll implement that when the time comes, but right now I'm just trying to get a list, a sequential list, like a priority list. So right now, playing Dungeons and Dragons, that's number 1 priority. I want them all to do that. And if they do not play Dungeons and Dragons, if they already play Dungeons and Dragons, I want them to do something else. I don't want them to just sit around, and I want to make sure that they're done doing all the required activities. So target activity types is 0. All right, so I just need to get the next one, which sounds simple, but the data is in all weird places, so I have to like store it, compare it. It's just like a lot of nonsense. So I basically just want to say index x, int x. Do I want the index? Compare indices? Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll say if activity type equals target type. No. Activity type equals last guest group collection dot last assigned activity. Okay, if this activity is the last assigned activity, get the next, just target type equals next activity. Next. Then I want get next equals true. Oh, this is horrific. No, get, just do the frickin', just do the int. Okay. So. If the last assigned activity type is this one in the list, we want to get the next one. So the target type, and we want to check to see if there is a next one. So if x plus 1 is less than guest group dot activity types dot count. So if there is a next one, then we could return it. So target type equals guest group. If not, if there is no next one, that means we've already completed it. So else return false. This was unsuccessful. Now, it's interesting because this is unsuccessful, but I also return unsuccessful if the I also return unsuccessful if there's just not enough people registering it. Like everyone needs to register together. And I wonder if that's okay. Does the scheduler hold that back? Hold that information back? Yeah, I only do this once everybody's here. So this is like require all guests to do the activity at the same time. I probably want different instances. And I probably want to know what the activity is. So does this activity require all guests to do it at the same time? This is getting convoluted, but whatever. I'll fix it later. So the in, where's the in? Okay. So the target type. Now instead of going through all the activities, I want to say if target type does not equal activity.activity type, continue. Mike, how are you doing? Are you having a good morning at least? A little migraine, oh no. Do you want me to like lower the brightness? Do you want me to turn this into night mode? Yeah. I have a lot of work today too. like a pitch to just... Can you adjust this on your end? Yeah, yeah. Give me a sec. Alright, well that was that. I don't know how to help. You probably shouldn't watch this. Get out of here. Alright, register group activity. So here we get the correct target type. Get the next one in the list. That works now. Me, I'm alright. I'm good. I'm good. Got a lot of work to do today as well. But then it's on to the next thing tomorrow. I think once I do what I got to do today on this one project, I should be all good. Life is just breezing or blowing by at warp speed. It is already end of September. It is September 26th. In my brain, it's like it's still summer. I don't know. Summer just was so fast that I haven't caught up yet and like registered. Oh, it's fall now, but it's cold. Like I'm freezing. It's sub 70 degrees, so I'm freezing now. And it's fall. And I gotta get with it, you know, get with the times. Life is just moving so fast. All right, well, let's see if this works. And I should add another activity type too. Oh, and okay, so now I need to come up with a failure scenario. Like, everything's completed, now what? I need to figure out how to do that. I agree. I feel like the summer heat is going to come back any moment. Yeah, I actually looked at the weather here, and it was supposed to be another hot day somewhere. But I don't think so. Let's see. Santa Monica. It's 58 degrees right now. That's cold. It's going to be 70, which it's warm, but like there's just something different about the warmth, and it's like the sun's not as powerful. Let's see that 10-day. Next 10 days. Oh, it's gonna rain? It's gonna rain. Yay. 5% chance of rain. Oh, I think that warm day went away. So it looks like tomorrow's gonna be 73. That's it. Nice. Oh no. That's next Tuesday. Wednesday's gonna be 74. Okay. So that's the hot day in the future. 74 degrees on Wednesday. I can live with that. But it's partly cloudy every day. Oh my god, I love it. I love the clouds. The sun here is just unbearably hot. So powerful, so bright. It's different than New York. It's just brighter and hotter. Way more aggressive sun. All right, let's stop talking about the weather. The weather. I need to figure out how to return. I need to know if it's the last one. So what I could do is straight up in this scheduler. Schedule collection. Public. Bool. Completed. So what I can do here is, if we successfully completed the last assigned activity type, public void registered successfully. Yeah, I remember when we looked at your house on Google Maps, and then my queen's apartment. Your apartment was basking in the cutest orange glow. Mine was coated in the sharpest blue you've ever seen. Yeah. if last assigned equals guest group dot activity types dot, well, guest group activity types dot count -1. If this is the last one and we've successfully registered it, then we complete. Complete equals true. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now there's a reason to have this. Done. FB! FB, you're on vacation. What are you doing? Good morning. Alpine latkes. Hey, I've been going for 45 minutes already. I started at 6:45. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. I'm just excited to do this. I love doing this. You know? It's just like a couple hours where I get to focus on doing work, and my good friends show up and they chat and we have a great time. Listen, I have a great time. I'm honestly, Mike, if you streamed something and you were passionate about it, people would show up. I think that's what happens. Well, actually, I mean, you guys show up, but I get zero Twitch traffic. I'm not like a Twitch person. I'm basically just here for you guys. I don't get the randos anymore. I don't know if you've noticed. More like, what the blank? Yo, do you have access to a car? And if not, you should Uber to... You should definitely just like go on some hikes in the morning. Can you go on some hikes? Go get a breakfast burrito. Who doesn't love a good breakfast burrito? Alright, registered successfully. Okay, what I actually want to do now is, if this group is completed, I just want them to do something else. So this guest is trying to do a guest activity. But yeah, okay. Okay, so this is correct. We're in the right group here. If group dot completed. So they're trying to register this group that they're in, and it's completed. Just fucking get out of here and go do something else. Schedule guest activity. Just a regular ass activity. Schedule guest activity. Return. Done. Okay. Now they're gonna go do something else when they've completed all their activities. Ooh, FB, we gotta talk about that. So I have, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's all I'll say. Mike Lombardo, can you please shut your mouth? You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's keep going. Well, I just want to move on from that subject right now. There's things in play, but they're all good. It's all good. Nobody's canceling on anyone. I need to make sure that this works now. Let's make sure this works. All right, so here's what should happen. They should show up. They should play Dungeons and Dragons. And then they should go do something else, because Dungeons and Dragons is over. So let's clear events. Accept the event. That means the next day. Let's look at the calendar. Yep. So today's Monday. On Tuesday, they're going to show up. Let's fast forward to Tuesday. Mike, you know I love you. That's all I got to say. Oh, I wanted them to show up earlier. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. They're going to show up now. Here they are. Showing up. He wants a room. She wants a room. Okay, so now they're here. They're in their rooms. They're going to go play D&D. Do it. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to play for 5 hours. And then I expect them to get out of their chairs and go do something else. Let's pass some time. Five hours is a long time. It's getting dark out. Oh god, aren't you guys hungry? Okay, they're done, but they're just standing there. It didn't work. Let's pause it. See what's going on. This thing is not serializable, so I cannot see it. No. Okay, so now I should be able to see it. And registered successfully. This should happen basically in the very first try. The last assigned activity tab. Where do I set that? Maybe I set it late and it's null. No, I set it. Okay, I set it right here. I set it like set activity. Oh, set last activity. I don't think I ever called this. Registered guest. Do I register? Yeah, I do. I register the guest, and then I set the last activity the second I register them. And at that time, I believe it's null. Where do I set the last activity completed? Registered successfully. Okay, group activity. Oh, I never set this. I just... Okay. So I need to set this. Register specific activity. Successes. So if I've gotten to this point, all right, yeah, how do I set this? All right, I gotta think about this for a second, because I never actually track the last assigned activity type. Which should be here, I just don't know what the activity type is. I mean, it's always the first one, and then and then I just tick through the queue. So I don't technically need to know, but I should know because Tuna, good morning. Ooh, you came just in time. I have a coding question. So, let me know. Do not get the 4 shots of espresso latte and drink it all. Oh my god, that's so much espresso. That's a lot of espresso. What is that called? So like a red eye is a 3 shot. Is there a 4 shot? That's so much. Let me ask you a question. So I got this custom class full of info, right? And I have a list of them. They're unique. A unique list of this custom class. If I pass that class in a method, so it is an argument in a method right here, register guest group, and I pass in that custom class. Is it a reference to that object, or is it a new object or a copy of it? Do you know? I think C# by default passes references to custom classes, or to classes like in methods, right? Okay, yeah. If you want to talk to someone who's caffeine addicted, FB's the one. How do you wake up otherwise? That is, I've never met a person who drank more coffee than FB. All right. So I need to know if this, if I could set something in this. It's default by val, but you can make it a reference. Do I just say ref? Or do I say out? No, what is it? Yeah, ref, okay. So now I say ref, and now it's a reference, so I could set the values in here. Okay, so register specific. So if I've gotten to here, target type, if I've gotten to here, that means I'm gonna start assigning them. So guest group collection dot last assigned equals target type. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. At least I've tried. It's not great. I have not succeeded. What I should do actually is, if I've succeeded, then I do it here. If I haven't done it enough times, that sucks. That's another red flag. But right now, all my scenarios are simple enough, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tuna. That being said, yes. Let me hear it. It would probably work without the ref. Right, so like, my understanding is that reference points to that exact place in memory, which is that exact object, right? Because the reference to that object is what is passed. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's where I'm confused. Like, do methods, like, it wouldn't make a copy of it. It is intrinsically by default a reference. If you wanted to null the list out, you'd need to use reference. But oh yeah, I have an error. Why do I have an error? Argument must be passed. Reference. What do I? Well, I never want to null it out. Maybe I don't need okay, let's try it. So you think it might work without reference? It's throwing an error. I think I just need to put the ref keyword there, but let's try it without and see what happens. If they start doing stuff, then I know it worked. If they stand there and they're like, I don't know what to do with myself, then it didn't work. And I made it serializable so I can debug it. Let's debug it. Where do I keep that info? The scheduler, right. Where is the scheduler? Is it in systems? No, it is in, oh doggy. It's in systems. Schedule system. Nope, yeah. Debug. Group schedule collections. I don't have one yet. All right. Also, active equals true before I clicked it. That's weird. This should tick to false when they when they show up. Okay, it did. Oh, now this is overlap. Oh, this is terrible. Right, so here they are. They wanna play some Dungeons and Dragons. I actually switched it. We had V&V before, and I switched it to role player. They want to role play, so I just thought that's way clearer immediately. All right, so now they're playing. Look at them play. So I didn't actually model this stuff. This is like just decorations I had, but I'm gonna model something nice. It's just 2 books next to each other. All right, so in 5 hours, they should get up and do something else. And we know it worked. Oh, and I can see the elements here. So last assigned, it worked. So there is something assigned there. Okay, it worked. They get up. He's gonna go take a bath. She's gonna go do yoga. Success. That's great. Now, one thing is they never, okay, what I actually want to do is I want to make sure, I want to see if they're hungry or not. If they're hungry, I want them to go eat food. But if they're not hungry, I want them to just do something else. So instead of, okay, so right here, this is good. Oh, I feel good. So here, if they've already completed it, they go do something else, right? But what I actually want them to do is find a restaurant. Find a restaurant. And find a restaurant, first it tries to register guests to a restaurant. Then it tries to find food at a buffet table. Then it does whatever. So I could do that. I'm gonna do something dirty. I'm gonna say, wait, guess no available restaurants. Okay. I'm just gonna check if they're hungry here. If guest.hungry. Oh, it's private. No, I don't want to make it public. I don't want the scheduler to know if the guest is hungry or not. I want the guest to know that they're hungry. It's not great. Hungry. I checked this 10 in 10 different places. Oh, right. Oh, interesting. So alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna make it public. Oh, so dirty. Just wanted it to work, you know? If they're hungry, search for a restaurant. Restaurant. Find restaurant. Else, do something else. Gunze. Gunze MP3. What's up, mother effers? What are you up to? Good morning. For later reading, get confused and read about reference types. So, does it matter if it's like a struct or a class? Like, do classes automatically get referenced and structs not? Or like ints? Like if I pass an int as a reference, then that int changes in the method and outside the method. But if I pass an int, a regular int, it doesn't change outside the method. Right, but why? So class you just don't have to reference. It's like already kind of a reference. Yeah, so I can understand like a base type needing a reference, and then classes not needing it. It's a little confusing, but I like it. It's convenient. I'm crock-potting my dog's food for the week, but he was really out of food, so after I did the crock pot, I had to cook him some ground chicken with sweet potato and white rice. That's a lot of dog cooking. So I'm gonna have to start cooking my dog's food too, Ganzi. When we move to Nihon, Japan, our dog's vet prescribed food, they do not ship internationally, and either I need to find a good quality, fresh, specific diet food for her there, or I gotta make it. Yo, I know, it helps. Crockpot is easy, yeah. We're gonna have to get like all that stuff. The vet, the food maker, like the people who make her food, they said they'd provide a recipe for us because it's vet prescribed. I guess, you know, they're okay giving us the recipe to make the food because they don't want our dog to die. Yeah. Just buy it. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it too. Like, sometimes I think I'm like thinking forward to the day we have to leave, get on that plane. First of all, the dog has never been on a plane before. Like, I don't know how she's gonna be. Second of all, she's 100% the maximum size a dog can be to fit on a plane. So I need to like make sure she can fit. Still growing bumps, yeah. Ugh. Poor Cody. I learned some horrible news last week that Pep's litter mate passed away. That was really, really sad. That was a sad bit of information we learned. I really like that dog, and I feel bad for his owners. Yeah. These dogs, you know, corgis technically have a lifespan of 13. Pep is 12 and a half. You do the math. But they're half Jack Russell, maybe. And Jack Russell's can live like 15 to 18. So, yeah. I said this last week that Pep's blood work came back really good. They did not find any signs of the cancer coming back. She has very normal vitals, very normal blood work. They did an ultrasound. They found nothing. So, fingers crossed, she gets some more time. I don't have to worry right now, because I was pretty worried that she wasn't going to make it. All good now. All right, let's. So now we got it working. I'm gonna make another group. I'm gonna put 2 activities. See what happens. Let's make another group. So right now I have the role players. V&V, did I change it? Role playing. Okay. So ID, V&V. Let's fix that. Set ID. Okay. So what can another group be? I'm gonna do a business meeting. Yoga retreat. I'm gonna do yoga retreat. Yoga retreats have a special place in my heart because I went on one once and it was an incredible experience. And I want this retreat to be I want it to be how many people? 4 people. 4 people come on this yoga retreat. Proud boys moment? No. Get him out of here. So they're going to require a yoga. And let's have them require something else. Let's have them require dry soil. No. Bathing. Let's just say they require bathing. So you need enough bathtubs to support them all. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So this just immediately threw in a thing. Yoga mats are not a group activity. Yoga mats are just a regular activity. Oh, okay. So, how do I care about that? So right now I register group activities. So this is one of these instances where I don't care if it's a group activity. It's just a singular activity. So what I want to do is I want to go into the guest group. And this is going to be group activity types. And this is going to be individual activity types. Exercise, bike, spin class. See, I didn't put those other forms of well, I mean, yoga's not exercise technically, but I didn't put those other ones because as someone who does yoga, it's not about exercise so much. But yeah, it does make sense to do that. Fitness forward. Let's see. So now I have two sets of activities. Register guest group activity. So what I do here is, after I do the group activities, then maybe I do the other ones at random. So, oh no, so now I have to know if it's completed or not. Okay, that's okay. So register group activities, and now public bool register individual group activity. Oh. I know what I need to do, and it's going to take me a minute. So I pass in the collection. Why are you complaining? Do you not like the way I spell you? Okay, so what this function is going to do is it's a fallback. If we've completed, if we've completed all the required group activities, then they do all the required individual activities at random. And then they can go about their day and do whatever the hell they want. So this should be a little easier. And this actually just takes a guest. I don't need the whole group. So I basically want to get, for each register guest activity, specific activity, if guest, and then the specific activity is one of the activities in the individual guest group. So guest.group. No, stay lowercase. No, stop it. Guest group dot individual activities. Oh, right, it doesn't like that. Okay. So register one of these types. Then now what? Now what are you upset about? Okay. Why don't you like the word type? Oh, because I'm trying to do a specific activity. But I want to do a specific activity type. So I guess I need a new function. So, okay. So maybe I do an overload here. Oop. Okay. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Nobody panic. Stop panicking. We'll do an overload. And I can pass in a type. Guest can set activity type. Activity type. Register. Oh, okay. So if I can set the activity type, then I need to change all that. That's all fine. That's all fine. That is not a command you can do, FB. I will say good morning to everyone out there. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. I'm working on Alpine Lake in Innkeeper-Sim. I will show the game off when asked, because right now I'm deep in the zone. So I need to figure out, I need to get, okay. Let's just finish this one function. I've just started 6 functions and none of them are completed and it's confusing. So if I can set this activity, I need a public bool can set activity. And then we need to pass in an activity type. And then if I basically just need this, and then done. And then actually what I could do is just can set activity type. So if it's null, okay, and oh, if this is null, yeah, I guess I want the same thing. But can you say something contains null? Yeah, you can. And it'll always return, okay, yeah. I guess I really don't need any of this. Okay. Wait, what are these checks? I say if the activity schedule contains activity return false, I do that. If we did something in the same type today, don't do it. Yeah, I think I just did a really convoluted way of contains. All right. Great. This is what the function should have been a long time ago. My boss just called me for the 2nd time this month and didn't care about my lack of deliverables winning. He said he hadn't called you in a while last time. I guess your boss is just getting by as well. We're all just getting by. All right, so this is a little updated and nice. So now, if we can set this activity type, what I need to do is find an activity with this activity type. So I want to try and register next available activity, but I want the specific type. So I want to say activity type equals null. I don't want to require it, and then so if it if type does not equal null and activity dot type does not equal type, continue. Great. That should be it. So now we can so now if we call this and we provide an activity type, they have to be the same. Okay. That was easy. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. So I register next available activity. Oh, it does not like that. Because I'm always assuming it's... Oh, it's annoying. I rely on the fact that these all have the same... I mean, I could just add this. No, guest. So I guest and then bool. So in, out. Can I just do this? Can I say activity? This is beyond, this is out of my league right here. Looks like I can. So I need to add this activity type to each one of these. So private room activity. Okay, that's not that bad. Register next available. Register hotspot. I mean, the hotspot thing. Register specific hotspot. Register next available temporary activity. Yeah. And then private room activity. And then item purchase. Yeah. I'll probably never use it in half these. Item activity. Item purchase. Private room. Hotspot. Available. And any X'd available item activity. I actually don't understand what that is. Any X'd. Oh, I think I just misspelled next. I don't know what X'd is. Oh god. I think I just misspelled next. I hope. Alright, any next available item activity. And then... So this will never be used, but I'm just going to pass it just in case. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. It'll never be used. Andrew, are we hiring? My college roommate just makes video games all day. wait. I missed some stuff. My boss Twitch streams every Tuesday and Thursday mornings. And I'm not your boss, man. Is your boss hiring? That was good. Good show. Register specific activity. Wait, why is this? Okay, this is where I left off, right? This is the function that was broken. Did this? Okay, this is not happy. Why is this not happy? Am I not allowed to do this? Oh, it's because I don't. Activity type. Okay. And then, oh, because this was error prone, it did not auto complete. And then this needs to activity type. And then action guest. So this is not required. I'm gonna pass null. Good? Bad? Good? Oh, okay. Maybe I put it here. And then I can just pass this. And if it's null, it's null. If it's not null, it's not null. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the only place I do this. I basically just wanted like a bunch of functions to happen in order at random intervals. So I wanted like these 5 things to happen in order, but in a random order. And if one of them's successful, we don't go to the next one. It's just all the different things that guests can do. They can purchase items, they can do private room activities, they can go to a hotspot, they can do regular activities, or they could do item activities. And I didn't want to like, I just wanted to happen at random. So, funks. But yeah, I think this should all work now. So what I can do is I can register guest activity, and I can throw in, oh that's so annoying. Yeah, I can throw in a type. And it'll eventually get here. I do not want it to register a hotspot because it'll probably be late. And actually, no, maybe I do want that. That's actually a good idea. Okay. So I might want a hotspot, I might want a private room activity, and I might want a next available activity. So register. Okay, so register specific activity. I want to register. What do I want to do? Actually, all right, let's go back because I feel like I went so far down this rabbit hole that I forgot where I started. Okay, register an individual group activity. What I want to do is I want to register a guest activity with this type and return true. If it returns true, I return true. Now, why can't I put this type in? Because I need to do null type. Now that works. Now let's take this out of here. Actually, if I get to the bottom of this, it's false. This is a lot of calculation. It doesn't happen every frame, which is okay. But it's a lot of like lists. If you have like 1,000 decorations or 1,000 activities on your end, it's going to take a while. But that's future Andrew's problem. Yeah. Sometimes I'm nice to future Andrew, and sometimes I destroy him. It actually won't be hard to fix. So I cycle through all the individual activities and I register them. And here's where I do it. What I could do really quick is I can check out here if I've already done it. I could do it. Let's see, I do it in 2 places. I do it here. So the next available, I register specific. I go through all the activities in the entire inn. And then I say register specific activity. And I check if I can. But what I could do is also, I could check if I can right away. I don't need to. I'll just check if I can here and return false if I can't. I need to make sure this doesn't burn me in the future because oh, right. So I do want to do it after register specific. If I'm registering something specific, there's usually a good reason. I mean, I do check. I don't know. I'm checking twice. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So register specific activity. I actually don't need this function anymore because I do register specific activities in the other functions. So because next available, if there is a specific one, I make sure that that's the only one I can do. And if I'm gonna do the same thing in the hotspot. So for each hotspot in location hotspots, if type oh, right, if hotspot dot activity type does not equal. Great. So now I can say, maybe like the yoga people come and they want to do yoga and then they want to go on a hike. So now, well, definitely the hikers are going to want to go on a hike. So if you want to throw like a hiking party, now I can say, everyone go on a specific hike and register specific hotspot. That should be fine. I don't need the type. Okay. Now, next available temporary activity. So now I got to check to see if a temporary activity is of type. Register occupant. Okay. So I do the same thing. I check for this. Register next temporary activity. If type activity. Ooh, just works. Great. And then private room, if you can set it, if you can register it, but don't do it twice. And then item purchases, if you can set activity. Okay, so item purchases is a specific type. It knows not to do it twice already. I don't care about this. It's not going to do it. Right? Can sell items. If the player can sell items, if the list exists, I'll just put it in there anyway. It honestly won't have any effect. It'll just be obnoxious code to spin the wheels of the computer. So... no, actually, because I don't even get the activities. I get the activity storage. So maybe it's this? Get activity. Oh, okay, I could do that. I don't know. So if it's not null, all right, that makes sense. If I'm looking for something specific, it's not going to do this. But if I want to say like, maybe it's like a group of, I don't know, like souvenir obsessed people, and the whole activity is just to come buy stuff from your store, then I can say this activity is specifically to buy stuff from your store. Like if you're having a sale, oh yeah, maybe you can throw a sale and the group comes and they buy stuff from you on sale. All right. Oh, this is a massive one. I hate this function. Look at that. Look at that chunk of code. Oh my god, it's horrible. I remember exactly where I wrote this code too. A lot of it's comments because it's so complicated that I had to comment the hell out of it to remember what's going on. So, all right, it shouldn't be so bad to add this in here. So if check the activity storages. Okay, check the activity inventory. I want to get the available item. Target item. Here we go. If it's not null, target activity type. I get the activity type. If the activity type is not null, then here, if target activity type, if type does not equal null, and target activity type does not equal type, continue. Okay, that was it. That wasn't so bad. What a monster. And finally, register guest to restaurant. Restaurants are all the same type, it doesn't matter. Can register secondary. I don't care about that. Register secondary. I don't care about that. I think we did. I think we're done. Do I have any errors? Let's go back. Where did we start this? Okay. Flippin' heck. So... register guest room intelligent? What the hell is that function? Who are you? What is this function? The hireable welcome desk. Found the perfect room. Oh, wow. Interesting. So... alright, I know what that is, but that's a bad name for it because it confused me. So let's go back. I was registering the group individual activity. Individual. Okay. So here, it returns true. If we were able to actually do this, it returns false otherwise. So now the scheduler. If it's completed, we find a restaurant, then we schedule a guest activity. But before we do that, if it's completed, we actually want to in.register individual group activity, this guest. If that's false, no, if that's true, if it works, we return, we're done. If that didn't work, then we check if they're hungry, we find a restaurant. Then we just do whatever. Okay. So let me comment this up because it's getting confusing. So first we create the collection of NPCs. Then see if one exists already. If not, register the guest to it. Not create it. Okay. Now here's where we calculate the next activity. Register the guest in the group. If it's the correct group. If we've completed all the group required activities, try registering an individual required activity. We're here when we've completed all required activities. Try registering the required group activity. Okay, we're done. We're done now. So what this will do is it will do a crazy thing. Let me... So I have this yogurt treat. It requires a group. I guess I'll put a group activity too. So the first group activity is going to be, I'll just do it to the role players. So the group activity is role playing. They're going to do that first, no matter what. Then, what do role players do after they finish role playing? They bathe. So let's just put bathing. So everyone should take a bath after they finish roleplay. Or I'll do the campfire. Sit at fire. Fire? Fire watching. Bam. Alright. I know I have seats available. I'm going to add another couple guests. So now role-playing requires 4 guests. And I want them to show up sooner. Right now they show up at 11. It's too late. Let's have them show up at 9. Okay, that was a lot. I have no idea if this is going to work. I added so much garbage, and I added so much code to old code that I could have just broken everything. I don't think I did. It was just some simple lines, but... Oh, whoops. So I have this... So role-playing guest group. Yoga retreat. Let's set the ID. There are no group activities required. They just require yoga mats, and I love yoga. Yoga isn't is the only way I can find peace. Great. Let's see. I don't have a way to start this quest yet, but whatever. Which one's going to be first? I think this one's going to be first because it's alphabetical. Okay, time to test. We're ready. We are ready. Loading, loading. Let's accept it. Okay, the role players, they're coming. Why does it still say role players? Oh, because this says role players. Yogis. Look at that, it updated. Weird. All right. Here they come. 4 guests, all coming to play Dungeons and Dragons. Here they come. You get this room. You get this room. You get this room in the back. And you get this room. Okay. 4, they're all waiting. They're all chilling, waiting for them to be able to play. That's the first thing they do. All right, do it. Yeah, there we go. They're all going to play Dungeons and Dragons and wear their fun hats. I need to make 4 different hats for the 4 different seats. Like, what are the 4 different classes and hats that the role player should wear? All right, so after they're finished, they should all... Oh, no, I don't have enough chairs. I don't have enough chairs. I gotta make a chair. Chair, Adirondack chair. Oh, actually, I don't need a chair. They should be able to just sit on the floor at the fire. But I'll prepare the fire for them. And now they should go to the fire. All right, they're done. They're going to the fire. But she's not. Why is she not going to the fire? Where is she going? Is she going to her room? Is she going to play video games? She went to read a book. What are you doing? Why didn't she go to the fire? Huh. Well, they all went to the fire. I like how they stick to the group. And I'm glad that she actually just did something else when this was full. Like, she still wants to do that. It's going to be the next thing that she tries to do. So they're all done. They're going to do, now they're going to do whatever they want. And then, so she's reading a book. And she's going to go enjoy the fire now. Because that's a required activity for them to do. Okay, that was successful. Oh, sorry, puppy, I kicked you. And she loves the fire. It's her favorite thing. When they get a little heart above them, that means that they're doing their favorite thing. And now it's bedtime. They're all going to bed. She's still sitting at the fire. Hurry up. It's time for bed. Yeah, there's only 3 chairs, but if there's no chair, it's still an activity they can do. They just sit on the floor. So it's possible that watching fire is not the sitting floor activity type, which should be an easy fix. All right, now she went to bed the next morning. Everyone's sleeping. Oh, she's gonna go into town. Everyone wake up. She only slept for 10 minutes. He's gonna take a bath. They're all right. They're all going about their day now. So, what I want to do now is, I want to check the fire. I want to make sure this reset every day thing works. I want them to play the next day. I don't, when they're role playing, I want them to play again. So let's do that. So the fire, campfire. The campfire activity, fire watching. So these are all fire watching. I don't know why it failed. Like, that shouldn't have happened. The fact that she was like, oh, there's no chair for me, I can't do it. That should not matter. Like, the chair is the last thing that does not matter. Very strange. I will worry about. I'm gonna put that on a list of bugs, but I'm still pretty happy with how that worked. Bug. Fire watching. Group activity type failed without a chair. Okay. So now I want to reset this every day. That means that the group system. What do I need to reset? That's the thing. The group system. I basically just need to change this from success to false. And that's it. Because this is the only thing stopping them from doing the group activities. Is this success. So on day tick, end of day. Ooh, actually on start of day. I want to go through all the groups. For each group. I don't know, for each sheet. Dictionary. Guest group sheet. Okay, so pair dot value dot. Wait, value. What values? This is not. Did I not do this right? Guest group sheet. Key value pair. Whoops. Key value pair. Dot value dot success equals false. Okay. So now, oh, that's only if pair dot key equals reset. Pair, oh wait, pair dot key dot reset equals true. Is that the only thing that I care about? So the ID, that should be constant. Start day, constant. Offered, I don't care anymore. Accepted, don't care anymore. Last triggered day. that I actually don't use yet. And then success. Yes, the only thing I care about is success, because the success is whether or not we do the guest groups. Activities, right? Oh, no. Where's completed? Actually, I don't care. This is not where I need to reset this. I need to reset it in the scheduler, because the scheduler has the information of whether or not this is completed. Because of this. That was dumb. So the scheduler needs to listen to day tick events. I didn't want the scheduler to listen to this event, but it's fine. I need it now. Start. What are these called? Group, schedule collection. Okay, done. All right, that should be it. That should be it. Anyone have any fun fall activities I can do? Raise your hand if you're going apple picking. Raise your hand if you're decorating for a party. Actually, I do want to show off one of our viewers, one of our regulars here, Curdy Bear. Curdy Bear is decorating for a party. You picked apples last weekend? That's fun. That's like the one crop that doesn't grow here. I'm trying to find Kurt's decorated fireplace. How far up do I have to scroll? How far up do I have to scroll? Where is it? It was not in our text. Where the heck is it? I can't find it. You're picking apples next weekend? Nice. You have a 5-year-old? That's nice. I knew you had children. I didn't know he was 5. Or he or she. Actually, don't know. That's cute. I like it. I like apple picking and fruit picking. There were some farms I'd go to in New York that used to really enjoy visiting. I never picked an apple. I live in the city, so that suburbia life eludes me. It's still fun. Just take the train up to Pleasantville. All right. I think we can move on. We've multiple activities. Check. I did not test if there's multiple group activities. I'm just gonna move on. Deal with what happens after they're done using the specific group activity. That was part of the deal. Clean up at the end of the day and re-register in the morning. So I think that was that checkbox I made. Done. Show up earlier. Done. Figure out how hunger works. Done. So okay. I checked. That's all the things on the list. Both boys. Both busy. 2 boys. Ooh. My brother has 2 boys. I have 2 nephews, and they're cute, but they're a handful. All right. Let's go back to the original list. The group event system. It is created. I'm sure it needs more to it. The group event scriptable object. So the conversation ID. I don't have specific conversations yet. The stay length. Okay. What do you guys think? Should all these guests be staying the same amount, or should they stay random amounts? Like, should they all kind of leave together? Right? They should leave together. It's a group. It's a group. You texted me Kurt's picture? Yeah, this is crazy. So our friend, our regular here, Curdy Bear, they love throwing Halloween parties. They throw one every year. I never get to go because too far. But they made this for their fireplace. Crazy. This is not what the fireplace looks like normally, but they made this insanely detailed little like diorama with a facade, this skull facade. This is crazy. We don't have proof it doesn't. We do. We've been there before. I've slept in a bed at this exact camera position. The death. Oh, till death. That's cool. Wait, what? Oh my god, Apple, you're crazy. I can select the text in the photo. That's crazy. Apple's nuts. All right. So check in for required decorations. I don't do this. I don't do this yet. Custom guest quest. Do I want this to show up in your list of quests? I don't think so. GUI listing events that have called and presented themselves to you. Okay. So here's the thing that I haven't figured out yet, is how we start these events. Right now I'm just clicking a button in the GUI, debug style. I do not have a way to trigger it in the game yet, which what I think I want is I want to have an NPC who's your PR person. I want a special GUI that's like your PR related, like all the things you could do with your PR person, which is post photos of new decorations that you've taken pictures of in your inn, and kind of broadcast that you're having events, like a role-playing event or a business. I mean, so that's one of the things I wanted was for guests to call you. I guess I do want both, because if a company wants to have a business meeting, it's not like, hey, I could say, hey, we're open to business meetings, and then the next day maybe someone just like registers. Yeah. You have 10,000 Dosh. What do you do with it? Click on the Dosh. I don't even know. Click on something. You can click on any of those buttons and spend your Dash. I don't have good channel point rewards. Not that creative. Okay, I could work on visuals now. It's already 8:40? No! I have a meeting at 9, so I do have to end like 10 minutes early. Hydrate. Basically, whoever has the most Dosh is the person who's been here the most. Oh god, you're gonna make me drown, aren't you? Why can't we just say hydrate for free? I mean, I just might not listen to you. But if you redeem Dosh, then I have to listen to you. It's just the rules of Twitch. It's the law. Play Booyah, Grandma.
You and me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
You thought spending Dosh would give you Dosh. All right, what can I do in like 10 minutes? I have 10 minutes. I can work on some models. Okay, I'm gonna work on some models. I wanna put funny hats on them. Some role-playing hats. So I want to make a nice wizard hat, maybe like a warrior's helmet. Give me hat ideas. A dunce cap? Dunce caps look too similar to others, certain other pointy caps that I don't want to put on them. I even have to be careful with the wizard hat. All right, let's just do some Google imaging. So we want role player, LARPer hat, role player's hat. No. So just role players. LARPers? Images. Okay, what kind of hats did they wear? They wear helmets with horns. They wear bandanas, masks. They hold foam swords. Maybe I should give them the foam sword. Something for a bard. Oh, like a feathered, like one of those pointy feather hats, like a bard hat. Yeah, bard hat. Oop, bard hat. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, these are all great. But just all of these. 1, 2, 3. Done. All right, let's. In 8 minutes, I can make something. At least I can update the wizard's hat. I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna update the wizard hat to be that. It's gonna be real janky. Space helmet? Yeah, I guess I could just do like it doesn't have to all be fantasy. Space helmet's kind of funny. Alright, I don't want to make too many polygons. That looks a little better. So I'm going to make this a little floppy. A little floppier. And then I want to put a little stripe on it. Alright, that's a better wizard hat than I had. I hate that their hair sticks out. I can't control that so much. I don't want to like turn their hair off or give them a temporary hat hair. Also, this is a lot of polygons. 200, it's not so bad. All right, got our little wizard hat. Let's soften, and this gets softened. Oh wait, what? Is that it? This is annoying. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's better. Let's make another one. Let's make... Which is the next one to make? This kind of... This bard-like one? The feather? Let's see. Oh wait, I need to give it a material. Existing... Okay, I think I need the... Oh, yeah. I need the atlas. I need the atlas. Color atlas. A rogue cowl. Let me look up what that is. File. Where's file? Oh my god, I'm blind. I'm trying to bust through this in 4 minutes. Textures. Output. I need... So everything's going to be the same color except this band. Edit, create, UVs, planar, Z. It's going to be purple. The brown band. Nope, that's horrible. Light brown band. There we go. Wait, I don't like this anymore. Maybe I want this to be down here. And maybe I want this to not be soft. Make this hard edge. Is that better? That's better. Okay. Trying to bust. Oh, Jesus. Nick. Good morning. Horrible. Don't say those kinds of things. That's better. I technically don't like how wide it is, but it has to be wide. They have really big heads. Okay, that's better. All right. Next hat. Next hat. One more hat. I'm gonna make this little minstrel's cap. So we need a cylinder. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. And that's a funny shape. That is quite the funny shape. Make like a pastry chef's hat. And then... Oh, you know what? I want these separate. Oh no! That's my 10-minute meeting! That's my 10-minute warning. I gotta go. That sucks. Let's find someone to raid. Sorry. You know what? No raid today. I'm just gonna end it. Because I can't really stick around and chat anyway, so... We did it! I think we got some stuff done today, and I really like the progress. Oop. Save this. yeah, thanks for coming by. I'll be back Thursday. I hope you all have a good Tuesday. And see you next time. Peace out.